Batteries used in fire safety systems fall into one of two categories: batteries used for engine start applications and batteries used in all other applications, typically known as standby batteries or control batteries. This video seeks to explain the difference between these two battery types, as well as battery selection and application. We will also briefly touch on the maintenance requirements for batteries related to these systems. Before we get started, if you like this video, please hit the like button. Also, we release videos regularly, so if you'd like to be notified when a new video is released, please consider subscribing. According to Australian Standard AS 1851-2012, there are 12 types of systems or equipment that may incorporate batteries. We can group these into two different categories: engine start applications and everything else. Engine start batteries cover batteries used for starting combustion ignition engines, or normally known as diesel-driven firewater pumps. Modern diesel-driven firewater pumps are also fitted with two sets of batteries in either a 12-volt or 24-volt configuration. The primary battery for an automatic engine start application and a secondary battery for manual backup start or automatic start in the event of the primary battery failure. Older diesel-driven fire pump sets may have only been fitted with a single battery for engine start applications, with a secondary control battery used to operate the pump controller in the event of mains fail. Batteries designed for engine start applications will require the ability to deliver power to the starter motor to turn the engine over. This demands that the battery can deliver a high current over a short period of time, typically around 15 seconds. Batteries that are designed for this purpose are given a rating called cold cranking amps, or CCA for short. A battery's CCA rating is defined as the battery's ability to start an engine in a cold temperature. Generally speaking, it is easier to start an engine when it is warm than when it is cold. That's why you will often see a diesel-driven firewater pump fitted with a thermostat or a heat exchanger fitted. The CCA rating refers to the number of amps or current a 12-volt battery can deliver at minus 18 degrees Celsius or 0 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 seconds while maintaining a voltage of at least 7.2 volts. The higher the CCA rating, the greater the starting power or capacity of the battery. The critical thing here is that the battery for engine start applications must be rated for that purpose, i.e. starting the engine. One easy way to tell is to look at the packaging of the battery, the technical data sheet for the battery, or its approval, such as those issued from CSIRO Actifier. If the battery has a CCA rating, you will see it listed in one of these locations. These batteries may also have an Ampere rating or AH rating. Batteries that are not rated for engine start applications should not be used for engine start applications. Another way to put this is only use batteries with a CCA rating, not just an AH rating. As I stated earlier, there are two types of batteries used for fire protection systems and equipment. The first one we've already covered, and that's for batteries used for engine start applications. The other type of battery is called a standby battery or control battery. Standby batteries are generally designed for applications where the battery is delivering the power to the appliance in which it is fitted over an extended period of time. Throughout Australian Standard AS 1851, there are numerous references to batteries and their maintenance requirements. Examples of these batteries referenced in 1851 include fire alarm systems, the controller for an electric-driven firewater pump set, emergency warning systems, and special hazard systems, and there are many others. All of the batteries listed in the standard are standby batteries except for engine start batteries. The capacity of a standby battery is measured in amp hours, or AH, not cold cranking amps. Although a battery that has a CCA rating will typically have an amp hour rating and may be used as a standby battery. If that all starts to get a bit confusing, let me make it clear. Batteries used for engine start applications must comply with the following criteria. Number one, they must have a CCA rating for engine start applications. Number 2, they must comply with the requirements of the manufacturer of the combustion ignition or diesel-driven firewater pump set. Number 3, they must be compatible with the battery charger fitted in the pump controller. Number 4, they must comply with the requirements of Australian standards AS 2941 and AS 1851. And number 5, must be adequate for the current demand of the engine for which they have been fitted. All too often, I see batteries in diesel-driven firewater pumps with an Ampere rating and not a CCA rating. This could adversely affect the operation of the system, lead to a shorter than expected life expectancy for the batteries, and place people in the immediate area at risk of injury caused by the battery failing. There is a lot of confusion about the maintenance requirements of batteries described in AS 1851-2012. I cannot tell you how many times I've heard of standby batteries for fire alarm systems, EWI systems, electric motor-driven firewater pumps being replaced every 2 years. To be clear, the standard does not require this, and it is disingenuous to represent this to building owners and managers. At the time of recording this video, Item 3.5 of Table 3.4.3 of Australian Standard AS 1851-2012, incorporating Amendment 1, states that for engine start batteries, replace all engine start batteries after a minimum of 2 years service, irrespective of condition. Record the date of replacement on the new battery and the date the batteries were replaced in the service record. Nowhere else in the standard does it require batteries to be replaced every 2 years. For all other batteries detailed in the standard, the method of assessment of condition and capacity is generally the same and states something to the effect: when the battery has not been replaced in the previous 2 years, verify the battery condition by carrying out a battery discharge test in accordance with Appendix F. Appendix F of the standard is a bit complicated and is the subject of another video in our series called Field Technicians Guides, so we won't go into that in this video. Suffice to say that the capacity and condition of a battery should be assessed every year as part of the routine yearly service activities. The determination of battery capacity is generally related to the quality of the battery, battery use, temperature, charger function, and time. In most circumstances, a good quality standby battery should last at least 5 years or more if looked after correctly. So let me summarise everything I've gone over so far. Batteries used for engine start applications must have a CCA or cold cranking amp rating that is designed for engine start applications. Under the current edition of AS 1851, engine start batteries should be tested every year and replaced every 2 years irrespective of condition. Standby batteries used for all other applications will have an Ampere rating and should be tested every year in accordance with Appendix F of AS 1851. I should point out that we have a lot of free resources online, so if you're looking for specific information about batteries used in fire safety systems and equipment, please consider visiting the Firewize website. Lastly, if you like this video, please hit the like button. Also, we release videos regularly, so if you'd like to be notified when a new video is released, please consider subscribing. And if you have any questions about this video, please post them in the comment section below.